Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Cody Rose Narrett. Welcome back if you are already subscribed. Today is a memorial of an event that happened back in 2001, the 9/11 attack. And really don't know how to talk about it. It's very heartbreaking. To this day, it's still very heartbreaking, and really don't know how to talk about it. But it's very touching, and it's a very hard subject to talk about, I believe. I brought it up on my phone to talk about it. So it says the September 11 attacks, commonly known as 9/11, were four coordinated what is that? I'm terrible with my pronunciation. I'm just gonna say terrorist. Asylumist terrorist suicide attacks carried out by, let's see. Okay. The September 11 attacks, commonly known as 9/11, were four coordinated asylumist terrorist suicide attacks carried out by Al Qaeda against the United States in 2001. On that morning, 19 terrorists hijacked four commercial airlines scheduled to travel from the East Coast to California. The hijackers crashed the first two planes into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. Sorry, I'm already getting emotional about it. In New York City, and aimed the next two flights toward targets in or near Washington, D.C., in an attack on the nation's capital. The third team succeeded in striking the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense in Arlington, County, Virginia. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. While the fourth plane crashed in rural Pennsylvania during a passenger revolt. The September 11 attacks killed 2,977 people, making it the deadliest terrorist attack in history. In response to the attacks, the United States waged the multi-decade global war on terror to eliminate hostile groups deemed terrorist organizations, as well as the foreign governments purported to support them in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and several other countries. And then it just gives me pictures and stuff. This was from Wikipedia, by the way, that I just read. Okay, so the location. So there's three different locations: Lower Manhattan, New York, Arlington County, Virginia, and Stony Creek Township, Pennsylvania. And the date was September 11th, 2001, and that was 23 years ago. And again, the target was World Trade Center, AA-11, and UA-175, the Pentagon, AA-77, U.S. Capitol Building, or the White House, UA-93, unsuccessful due to passenger revolt. And it says right here, it also gives you of how many people were injured. And it says from 6,000 to 25,000 plus. And the perpetrators were Al Qaeda, led by Osama bin Laden. And the number of participants, I think that means the number of participants that that did the attacks, that was in the process of the attacks, was 19 participants. And it also shows here of who got convicted. Oh my goodness, it's words that I can't even pronounce. Zacharias Massaoui, Imid Yarkas. Crap. I am not very good at pronouncing it, but maybe I can show you guys. That's what it says. Where it says convicted. Ringleader Mohammed Atta flew American Airlines Flight 11 into the North Tower of the World Trade Center complex in Lower Manhattan at 8:46 a.m. 17 minutes later, at 9:03, the World Trade Center's South Tower was hit by United Airlines Flight 175. Both 110-story skyscrapers collapsed within an hour and 41 minutes, bringing out the destruction of the remaining 5 structures in the WTC complex and damaging and destroying nearby buildings. American Airlines Flight 77 flew towards Washington, D.C. and crashed into the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m., causing a partial collapse. The fourth and final flight, United Airlines Flight 93, also changed course towards Washington, believed by investigators to target either the United States Capitol or the White House. Alerted to the previous attacks, the passengers revolted against the hijackers, who then crashed the aircraft into a Stony Creek Township field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania at 10:03 a.m. The Federal Aviation Administration ordered an indefinite ground stop for all air traffic in U.S. airspace at 9:45 a.m., 59 minutes following the first impact, preventing any further aircraft departures until September 13th and requiring all airborne aircraft to return to their point of origin or divert to Canada. The actions undertaken in Canada to support incoming aircraft and their occupants were collectively titled Operation Yellow Ribbon. That evening, the Central Intelligence Agency informed President George W. Bush that its counterterrorism center had identified the attacks as having been the work of Al Qaeda under Osama bin Laden. The United States formally responded by launching the War on the Terror and invading Afghanistan to depose the Taliban, which rejected the conditions of U.S. terms to expel al-Qaeda from Afghanistan and extradite its leaders. The U.S.'s invocation of Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty, its only usage to date, called upon allies to fight al-Qaeda as U.S. and NOTA invasion forces swept through Afghanistan. Bin Laden eluded them by disappearing in the White Mountains. He denied any involvement until 2004 when he excerpts of a taped statement in which he accepted responsibility for the attacks were released. Al-Qaeda's cited motivations included U.S. support of Israel, the presence of U.S. military bases in Saudi Arabia, and sanctions against Iraq. The nearly decade-long manhunt for bin Laden concluded on May 2nd, 2011, when he was killed during a U.S. military raid on his compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. I can pronounce that word. The war in Afghanistan continued for another 8 years until the agreement was made in February 2020 for American and NATO troops to withdraw from the country. The last members of the U.S. Armed Forces left the region on August 30th, 2021, after which the Taliban rapidly returned to power. Ayman al-Zawahiri, I think I'm saying that, another planner of the attacks who succeeded bin Laden as leader of al-Qaeda, was killed by U.S. drone strikes in Kabul, Afghanistan on July 31st, 2022. That's all I'm going to read. Because there's so much, there's literally a lot to read on here. It's very, it's very heartbreaking to this day. Holy cow. I'm already up to 12 minutes on here. Holy crap. Sorry. But in remembrance of everyone that has lost their lives from that day, it's very heartbreaking. And I was in grade school when that happened. I was like, I think I was in second grade. My parents got married in 1999. I was in first grade in 2000, and this took place in 2001. So yeah, I was in second grade when that happened. And as a kid during school, you don't know what's going on, and then like the adults, the teachers and the faculty learning about that, just think of how they felt while trying to educate us kids during that time. I believe that it was very difficult and very heartbreaking. Still heartbreaking to this day. But it's just very heartbreaking. And so I went on Google and it gave me a suggestion for Wikipedia, so you guys can go look at that on Wikipedia, and it gives you like all the information, including pictures and stuff from that event, from that tragedy. So it's very heartbreaking. Yeah, it's very, very heartbreaking. I wanted to do a moment of silence. I'm already up to 14 minutes on here, but I still want to do a moment of silence, so for them. Well, that's pretty much the video. Just a remembrance of 9/11 and trying to collect my thoughts here of how to close this video, but just never forget. Yeah, kids today, if they don't know what happened on this day, I don't know. I hope that, they're somewhat learning about it, even if it's not in school. I mean, there's a documentary about it on Hulu. If anybody has Hulu, I've watched it, and it's very heartbreaking. Oh goodness, it's very. Oh, give me a second. Hang on. It's very heartbreaking. I've watched the documentary. It's very heartbreaking. There's actually never, I don't know, maybe it's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube as well, of some of the clips that they show on the documentary. But just seeing all that, it's very heartbreaking. So I don't know how to end this video blog, so I'm gonna let you guys go before you see a really, really ugly crying right now. This is not ugly crying. You want to see ugly crying? I'm not gonna show you. So yeah. All right. I'm already up to 18 minutes on here. So, I hope you guys stick around watching this whole video, and I really appreciate all of you guys supporting my channel. This is what you're gonna get for the rest of this video. I'm sorry. But I hope you all are doing okay, not only physically but also mentally. And until my next video blog, I will see you guys in my next video blog. So yeah. Thank you everyone for the love and support for my channel, for sticking around. I know that I have been kind of slacking, but I am trying my best. So, all right. Talk to you guys later. Love you all. And again, I hope you all are doing okay, not only physically, but also mentally. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.